Hello friends, Rage Panda 1 here with another video in our One Punch Man the Strongest series, which it has become. And we got a little bit of mail from the developers, as I'm sure everyone has on this day. And some of that mail, if I can see all of the attachments, included some summon tokens. And so the first thing that we are going to do is use those and hopefully get ourselves an SSR. So we need to walk on over this direction and go to the recruitment center. And we get our 20% off, which is a fantastic thing. Let's see what we have in store. Hopefully an SSR. I still just want to scream One Punch every time. Ooh, we got a purple. All right, we got Crablante. Here's our new character. Nice. Oh, we like that. We like that. The funeral suspenders. I love the names of these characters. Eyelashes, of course. Tank top tiger. All right. So I did a little research on my own. Well, I didn't look anything up, but I looked through the game, and it was on another account that I wanted to do so that if I make mistakes, it doesn't matter. Thought that was smart. Now, in a lot of gacha games, when you have an SR quality guy, for instance, he's generally just better than one of these R-class dudes. That doesn't seem to be so much the case here. They're pretty close. I would say the SR people are definitely better, but they're not mandatory to use. And we have now unlocked a limit break, which is called Ascension in other games. And it just lets you level up higher and higher. And eventually, it unlocks these extra traits. Now, for some of these people, we could have D-pad and funeral suspenders in the same lineup, and then they'll get a damage increase, or when it comes to our tank top bros, if we have both of them, they get damage reduction, which is 20%. 20% damage reduction is pretty good, and they also get damage absorb shield on this guy, and then on the other one, he gets more damage reduction. So, in a world where that exists, we could have these two in our front row and put everybody else in the back, and then they're just taking damage reduction damage, and it's fine. You just don't care, right? You're happy. So I think there's something to that. I have to figure out what's worth ascending or limit breaking and how hard it is to do it. So let's look at this guy here that we got in our last summon. And when he gets his limit break, he has an incredible effect, which is whenever an ally attacks a target inflicted with injury, Beast King launches a follow-up attack with 80% basic attack effect, up to 3 times in a turn. Now, I assume that that's going to be 1 per attack. Maybe if you have an attack that hits multiple people, it probably only follows up on one of those. I don't know yet. I haven't been able to test it. But still, that's huge. That's a huge damage increase because his active ability, or his ultimate skill, makes him inflict injury on the main target and its nearest allies, which will mean the vertical column. It doesn't seem to go side to side. But still, that's 3 people. And any of those people get hit after that, and he's swinging again. So, the issue with that, then, is that he is not a fast boy. He's pretty slow. But you can use somebody like Moomin Rider to counter that. I'm not sure that I love Moomin Rider. I'll be honest with you. His ultimate ability does not cost any energy, which is nice. But it's only a 30% plus 10 attack increase. When is that good? That's good when you're applying it to something that does AoE. It's not going to be very good on something single target. So I'm finding it hard to want to use him at all. Because if we're doing that as an increase to somebody who's a single target, we may as well forget it. We may as well just do the basic attack. There's no point. And even then, it's like if we're hitting 2 or 3 targets, it's still barely worth it. At least in my eyes. Maybe I'm missing something. So I don't think I'm going to be using him very often unless I need to control my speed and the rates where people are getting their attacks in. Now, when we did our little subterranean quest that showed up, I believe in the last episode or possibly the beginning of this one, don't remember, we got this guy as a reward, and this man hits like a truck. However, he only hits single target. So then that brings me to my next point, which is there's a lot of value in having AoE teams and single target teams, depending on what you're farming. And then in general, you're going to want a little bit of each, I think, on your team. So the strategy that exists here is pretty fun. What I'm a little worried about, I don't know how many characters are in the game, but I did do that other account, and I played it for about an hour, and I got basically the exact same dudes. So I don't know if I have most of the dudes, but I'm not a huge fan if that's all there is. So that remains to be seen. I know the game is brand new. It'll go up eventually, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But what we're going to do now is we're getting to content where our levels need to change, and we have plenty of materials to make them change. So, I mean, we may as well start off with Genos. I do really like this system. So I have these little XP sodas, and I can just click on them, and then I get XP. And when I get all the way maxed out as high as I can go at this time, it brings me to the Evolve screen. And then I happen to have all of the medals that I need, so I can just click Evolve. And he goes up. Now, I'm looking at a screen where I don't have the medals for the next one. So let's go ahead and get up to level 15. And get back to Genos here. Oh, it's teaching me. It's teaching me what I'm teaching you. So we can go to these medals that we don't have and click Sweep. And then that's where Saitama comes in, and he just auto clears a level. Now, that only applies to levels that we've already completed, but we basically instantly farm the medals that we want. And I kind of think that's great. It uses the stamina, so your stamina is going to mostly go down fast when you're farming. When I'm just clearing these levels out, I haven't really had an issue with stamina. Now, maybe they're being generous because the game is brand new, but if the stamina is not too much of an issue and you get to actually play the game, that's great, and that makes me a happy guy. So for these medals, the ones that say +2 in the upper left, I can go fight the No Man's Land Elite version, but I haven't beaten it yet, which is why it says go instead of sweep. So I can go get that medal if I want to. However, these ones are locked because they're in stage 4, and we have not yet gone to stage 4. So we have a boss fight coming up for the end of stage 3. I thought I would do that on camera. But first I'm going to get all of my guys leveled up to this point that Genos is now. About level 15. I won't be able to ascend them any farther or limit break them any farther until I complete the stage 4. So my lineup then Back. I gotta press back there. My lineup, I think I can still have 4. I might be up to 5 now, but I think it's still 4. The lineup I've been using is this one. I dropped Moomin Rider, but I also dropped Golden Ball, and I don't know if I want to keep Golden Ball dropped or not. The thing is, I really like Subterranean. I really like Beast King. Smile Man has a heal, which is very nice. But I think that if I'm stacking the Shatter effect plus the injury effect from Beast King, then I can make it so Subterranean and Genos are absolutely crushing people. And so I think that's going to be my plan. I think I'm going to get rid of Smile Man for now. I'm going to put in Golden Ball. And so Golden Ball will be able to apply a debuff. Beast King could apply a second debuff if I want to. Or I can decide, do I want Beast King's vertical column damage? Do I want Genos's horizontal beam attack? Or do I just want single target, complete demolishing of everyone's face? So that's what we're going to go with for now, just to make sure I don't have another slot. And then for these purple icons, you can see that we have 2 of the red, which is grapple. We have 1 of the blue, which is high tech, and 1 of the gold, which is another kind. What is the other kind? I don't remember. We don't have any purple ones available though, so we can't get our full core bonus yet. So here I go. I'm off to get those 4 characters as leveled up as they can be, and then we're going to do ourselves a boss fight. So while I'm leveling up here, I ran into an issue where I don't have enough medals, but we do have the sweep available. So I'll just show you. We click the button, he one punches it because that's who he is and what he does, and we just get to keep clicking it and we get the medals that we need. Do I love that? I don't know. Right now I feel like it's super cool, but I wonder if I might stop thinking that it's cool. And I just think I just unlocked the extra slot there. And a boss challenge, which drops limit breaker badges. So that's pretty cool. Can we not challenge him right now? I would prefer... Alright, well, we're doing this, I guess. It is happening. We've got all these. I guess this means we can put Smile Man back in if it'll let us change it. It will not. It automatically put Moomin Rider in though, so I guess that's fine. Okay, so since we're single target, our Subterranean Man is going to be quite a beast. But I want to get him... Well, it's fine. Let's just go ahead and do a big old attack here. That's huge. That is huge. I'm going to do a basic here so that I can do my weakening with Beast King. And practically have the guy dead already, and we'll just bonk him with a hammer. Easy. MVP. Yeah, Subterranean does crazy single target damage. The most I've seen so far, but I have not seen SSRs at all. And now we can do limit breaking. So limit breaking is what comes after what we were just talking about. We have to have a certain amount of medals of this, the ones in the purple square with the star around them. So these ones, since they come from a boss challenge, we can already sweep for them, which is pretty sweet. So every 2 that I spend, I'm going to unlock a different node in this blue rectangle here. And once I get all 3, then I can do a limit break. And that gives us a star. So giving us a star, it has increased our attack already by 100. It lets us level up even farther. Or maybe it doesn't affect our level ups. Maybe that's separate. Maybe that's only the evolution. More research required. But what it does do, for sure, is when we get to the second one, at least for all the guys I have right now, it unlocks this extra passive ability. So I think that that is going to be pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited to mess around with some of these other lower rarity characters and their combinations. There are, you know, Eyelash and Wild Monkey. They get damage increased. They get HP increased. All sorts of great stuff. So there's a lot of fun stuff to go around. I'm just hoping that there's more content, like more characters. You know, I'm so worried about it. So, you can see now that Genos down in the corner here has his 1 star. That's fantastic. I really want to get Beast King limit broke. However, I don't have the materials. And for this one, we don't have it available yet. So, I can't go to the mystery store to get those. And I need to find the boss challenges for Armored Gorilla, Moomin Rider, Beast King, or some of these other options. So I'm sure that'll all come in time. Not too worried about it. And we're gonna finish leveling these guys up and get to that boss fight. We have leveled all 5 of our dudes up, and we are back in the town. Lovely nighttime effect going on here. So we can get back to our map by either hitting exploration or going through the door here, whichever we think is fun. And we are fighting the boss at the old boss station, which is Hellish Blizzard. So that is very exciting. Oh, unfortunate. I forgot to change my lineup. Didn't think about it. But that's okay. All of my guys except for Moomin Rider are quite leveled up. I think what we want to get going here is we're going to get Beast King huge so that he can apply the debuff to several people. That's great. Wow, he did a lot of damage. And then we're going to go ahead and do a Genos super here. I think that's fine. Kills the guy in front. And then we're out of supers, but we're going to start killing the chaff. The extra nobodies. Because when she's alone, she's not a threat. So, now we want to be doing big single target. Now, I'm hoping that this shield blocks a percentage of damage and not just the whole attack. We'll find out. You'll notice that my Subterranean has an effect around him now. That is the buff that we're getting for Moomin Rider. I believe it's called Berserk, but could be wrong. Let's see what we can get here. Bam! Man, that guy does damage. I like that. I do like that. MVP indeed. And we are team level 18, which increases our stamina. We're gonna go to our recruitment station because we have a lot of tickets. Now these are the less good tickets, but I think that's okay because we can still get an SSR here. It still could happen. And if you believe, if you really believe, then it just might. Come on, baby, treat me well. You see, now that's a purple. We're super happy with a purple. Plus, we want to get all the guys, right? Even if these guys are less good. The old frogman. Subterranean brute. We'll be able to make a full team of Subterraneans pretty soon here. Slugress. What a handsome guy. And this is another thing. When you collect all of these characters, certain other characters get a perk for you having collected all of them. So I think that's a great thing. Somebody new? Somebody we haven't seen before? Nice, dude. Oh, that's dope. I like that. Strong offense and defense. We need a good frontliner. So that's going to be awesome. I did also want to show you that on the scroll on the bottom here, it is telling us how many recruits we have left to go before we are guaranteed our SR. So it doesn't really matter if you do multi-summons in this game, as far as I can tell. And if we go to our events with the recruit privileges, I believe that the guaranteed thing, we get an SSR once we've done 5 multi-summons. I think that's what that's trying to communicate to us. As far as I can tell, these ones I can actually click on, and it tells me what I'm going to get. For instance, if I do 20 multi-summons, and I don't know if this is time limited, then I get to pick an SSR. I can have Subterranean King, Vaccine Man, or Tank Top Master. That is pretty cool. We do like that. We need to see what Armored Gorilla does. Nearly forgot all about. So his basic attack is a basic attack. I think they're all pretty similar. He has a cross-shaped attack for 120% attack plus 10 and 100% chance of granting tenacity to himself, which is a damage shield. That's awesome. Every grappler ally in your team increases Armored Gorilla's damage reduction rate by 15%. I'm sorry, what? That's so good! Especially, every grappler... I assume that that doesn't count himself. Let's just guess that that doesn't count himself. We're already using our... the Lion King, Beast King, who is a grappler, and we also are using this man who is a grappler. If we change nothing else about our team, that's 30% damage reduction for this awesome guy. Now, he has an interesting AoE attack. It doesn't do all that much damage per person that it hits, but it does a lot of damage if you hit a lot of people. So he's worth leveling up. We're going to go ahead and sweep this. I'm starting to really like that. I wonder if I'm being frivolous with my resources, and maybe I should not do that. But cross that bridge when we get there. Okay. Now we're going to the arena. And we're changing our lineup. What do they think if we quick deploy? Are they serious? Oh, because it activates my 10% damage boost. Interesting. Well, I don't agree that that's better right now because that guy's level nothing. And I don't even know how to use him. So we're not going to do that. We're going to put Armored Gorilla back in, who wants to be in front. And we're going to go with this team. So you can see that we have battle power right above our purple thing that says U. It says battle power 5222. So that means that we should be safe to jump ahead. And the numbers at the very top by the bronze icon is our rank, as far as I can tell. So if I go to 11,949 here, it's a harder battle, but I'm higher and could win. Or I can challenge... Never mind, his ranking has changed. So we'll attack this person all the way in the front. They've got themselves a nice, interesting team. So these arena battles are all auto battle. You don't get to have control because neither does your enemy. So it's all based on setting up a team, sort of like any other auto battler type of game, like Bloodline, Heroes of Lithis. where you are setting up your team to function well together, and the game is responsible for them making smart decisions. So the real strategy here is setting up your best team and then picking a good target. So I can go all the way to the front of the line here because my power level is high enough that I know that I'm going to win. In fact, I can just skip it. We see that I win. They can be fun to watch, and you'll have to let me know if you want to see all of those battles when we do them. But for now, we're going to be skipping ahead, just getting as high as we possibly can in the rankings. It is day one, so I feel like staking a claim early is good. And we're going to skip. We win again. And you can see we're getting just a ton of gems for this, which is awesome. So we could go try 3507, but that's a really close battle. Strategically, it's better for me to go to this 3901 that I am almost definitely going to win. I'm fairly happy with the amount of characters, I think. It just depends if they're all actually useful. That first attack did not feel so good, so I'm going to watch this one and just see how it plays out. I need to get a couple of kills before I don't have that opportunity anymore. Not great that that thing lived. Oh, that AoE hurts. I feel like my team is making bad decisions, and that might be costing us the match. I would say that's definitely costing us the match. Oh, this is gonna not feel good. Unless our Genos is an absolute beast. They're quite debuffed right now, which is great, but... See, couldn't I have done that earlier? And now I lose. That's rough. That is rough. That was easily winnable if we had control. So we did not move up there. I would like to challenge that guy again, but is the same thing going to happen? And do we change something about our lineup to make it better? To be honest, I didn't think that Golden Ball was being that useful there. Maybe... Maybe I switch him out for Smile Man? And we'll just see what's the what? Because we were getting a little unlucky there. That, I don't know if that was an SSR character that they had that was just absolutely dominating my people, but that did not feel good. This one's going a little better. I feel confident in skipping this. We win. Now, the people at the very top, those people must have spent some money or they've been grinding all day. I, unfortunately, have been holding off on grinding all day because I want to share the process with all of you. And I don't always have a nice quiet area to be able to do that. Uh-oh. Is that Spring Mustachio? Is that guy's name? I have a feeling that guy would be an SSR. So I don't look forward to taking that damage. I know I said I was going to skip most of these, but I'm interested to watch them. This is the last one we're going to watch for now. We'll see how she goes. So far, it's quite the back and forth, as you would expect. So that's his cross attack, which was pretty effective. Kind of wish my own was using that. Ow. Yeah, we're not going to win this. Are the Moomin Riders making the difference here? I might be making a mistake by taking him out. See, they're just using bad decisions. I don't like it. I don't like the auto battle, man. Not making the choices I would make, and I feel like I would have better results. Good luck, Smile Man. Alright, he's dead. So that's about going to cover it for this video of One Punch Man, the strongest. But first, we're going to do another multi-summon. We don't quite have enough tickets, but we do have some gems. And we're just going to go ahead and let it rip. I really want to get an SSR because I want to know what that's all about. I want to play with it. I want to test it. I want to have different core ability options. Okay, we got a copy of one that we already had. I don't know what that does for us, if it does anything. But I'm sure it does something. In a game like this based on summoning stuff, you got to imagine that that does something. So thank you for watching. This one was probably a bit of a longer video, but I will see you in the next one.